Good morning, everyone. Welcome back into North Dakota today. With unparalleled industry knowledge, experience, and local expertise, Dakota Plains Realty is the Fargo real estate expert that you have been looking for. Whether you're buying or selling, they can help you get the best deal. Joining us this morning are Luann, Lindsay, and Patty. You guys are perfectly in order. Perfect. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you very much. We are happy to be here.
Yes, we're happy to have you. All right, so Luann, what have interest rates looked like historically over the last 30 years?
Well, I can tell you that interest rates have changed drastically over the course of the last 30 years. It's certainly a topic of conversation these days since we have had some increases in the interest rates. But I can speak both personally and professionally about the interest rates for actually probably the last 50 years. We have a graph that shows the trends in the interest rates. Is that showing right now?
Yes, there we go.
Perfect. That's what I wanted you to see.
Yep.
So you can see that there are some extreme highs and some extreme lows, and a lot of stuff in between. So speaking personally on interest rates, my husband and I bought our first home back in the late 1970s, and our interest rate was 16%.
Wow.
So most people do exactly that, Sophia. They go, oh my, oh wow, yeah, that's very high. We actually refinanced at 13%, and we're delighted with that decrease in our interest rate on our first mortgage. Once I started in real estate about 25 years ago, interest rates were around 9%. Little under perhaps, and have progressively gotten lower until the unprecedented lows of 2-3% 2 or 3 years ago. That was historically unprecedented low interest rates that I personally don't think we're going to see again. So now when we see that interest rates are hovering around 7, maybe a little under 7%, that is not nearly what could happen. Actually, with our 16% interest rate back in the 70s, it actually got higher than that too. It was close to 19% at one point. So when we talk 7%, those of us who have lived through and endured the extremely high interest rates look at 7% and go, oh, that's not so bad. So yeah, it's all perspective, and people are still buying and selling houses. So.
Yes, absolutely. So Patty, as a lender, how do you discuss interest rates with your potential buyers?
I actually, when somebody calls me, I ask them what their goals are, and I also try to skirt and take that conversation to what the monthly payment and what they can afford and what their budget is set for. That seems to make it a little bit easier to ease into the conversation about where rates are sitting. And it's not just a rate that we quote, because we have to look at the overall portfolio of a credit score. We have to look at their down payment and what they're wanting to put down, as well as their ratio back end. So that determines where we're going to put them and what program they fit best for. So we try to guide them that way. As well, I've also been schooling people on if they're selling a home and they have proceeds, if we need to make their life more comfortable in the new environment that we're at, which are the rates between 6.875 and 7 is where they're typically falling. I just take some of those proceeds out of their sale and pay down some debt, so they're more comfortable with where that's coming into play for them. Yeah.
Yes. So Lindsay, how have interest rates affected the current market?
Well, first and foremost, houses are selling in our market and buyers are getting approved. But yes, the market has shifted from what we've seen in the past. It has become more healthy, more normal, more of a normal real estate market per se. Buyers aren't willing to spend $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 over asking price in our market today. Buyers aren't feeling the pressure of making quick decisions in our market either. And multiple offer situations aren't as chaotic as they once were. We're still seeing them. It's just not as many offers on a property as we once saw a few years ago. I know her and I, a couple years ago in the midst of the chaos, wrote 13 offers for one specific client before he actually got a home. That chaos we're not seeing anymore.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
That was really
Exactly.
hard.
It
That was a really bad
Very
time.
stressful
Very,
for,
very
for
stressful.
everyone in the transaction. So our market has definitely calmed down, which is actually really refreshing. I know there are buyers out there that are concerned about the interest rates and how that's going to affect them. But Patty with First International Bank and Trust is the person to go to. That's the first step in the buying process, is to meet with a lender and go through that process. But it's definitely, the market today is our new normal, and we as agents and lenders like Patty are here to help.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
We try to talk them off that nervousness that they have and try to make it a more fun experience for them. And that's what it should be, because this is their dream. This
Exactly.
is, a home
Exactly.
is what balances people, and I love that part about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful profession to be in, to see that people are able to purchase their first home or their retirement home and still just enjoy the process as much as we can. Take that, as we've been saying, take the nervousness out of that, because whether you're spending $100,000 or $900,000, it's a big purchase, and so we just want to make sure that we do this in a very thoughtful and careful way.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all of our
And
clients.
it's exciting. For
It is
them.
exciting.
It
Yes,
is.
it
They
is.
get
Very
so
exciting.
excited.
Yeah.
I love that part.
Yes, well, that's a really
So-
lovely way of putting that. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, ladies.
Yeah,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you for
course.
having us.
Yes, of course. All right, everyone, stick around. Coming up on today's show, the Fine Arts Club of Fargo is here with their Bling Bling Showcase. Stick around.